Alright, so I'm just gonna tell you guys about how I came to fear dogs. And by fear, I mean I'm cautious around them. I'm not the type of person to see someone walking their dog and be See? It was nothing. But anyway, enough of that, let's get into the story. So there I was, around the age of 13, and my cousin, who was around the age of 17 at the time, had this dog. And this dog was the pit bull breed of dogs. You know those dogs that look like they could out bench press you in the gym? Yeah, those dogs. So the thing about this dog specifically is that it had this weird trusting issue thing going on. It didn't allow any males to pet him. If you were a girl, hey, have fun, you can pet him as much as you'd like, but not this guy. So I had to pretty much just be around the doggo so he would eventually figure out that he could trust me. So let's fast forward a bit. One day I was watching my cousin clean out the dog's area. It was a little fenced in area with a doggy bowl, the doghouse, and some dog toys scattered around. When my cousin had opened the gate to let the dog out, the dog just walked over next to me and sat down. We both saw him do this. So then my cousin says, "Oh, hey, I guess he likes you now." At this point, it had been about 2 weeks of me just being around him. But right before this moment, I had recently been MIA for 2 days. Not sure if that matters, I just feel like I should mention it. So then my cousin looks at us and says, "I'm sure it's okay to pet him now." I was like, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yeah, he should be used to you by now." So I proceeded to extend my hand at the doggo. And at the very last second, right before I was about to make contact with the doggo's head, I saw its eyes look at me, and then it started to, attempt to bite me. I was so freaked out that this entire experience happened in like slow motion. I couldn't tell you how long me and the dog were in this confrontation. All I knew is that he snapped at me several times trying to bite me. The whole thing happened so quick that the only thing that I could do was just dodge the dog's attacks while it attempted to bite me. At one point, I can recall greatly that my hand was in the dog's mouth, and it was about to close its jaws, but I pulled my hand out somehow just in time. The next thing I knew, I saw the dog get jerked back. My cousin had grabbed it by its collar and pulled him away from me, putting him back inside his dog area. I was literally shaking after this happened. I looked at my hand because I felt a small amount of pain coming from it, and I saw that one of the dog's teeth must have grazed against my hand and tore the skin. So it wasn't anything serious, but there was blood. I wiped it off on my shirt, and that seemed to be good enough because it stopped bleeding. After putting the dog away, my cousin came back to see if I was okay. I tried to brush it off like it was nothing, but I was actually really shaken up. I ended up going home after that. About a while later, I found out that the dog had been abused with its previous owners. So that instantly made sense to me, like that's why it had such a problem with guys petting him. So obviously I felt a lot of sympathy for the poor doggo, but I was not about to go back there.